Well, good morning, everybody. Aaron Nagler here at Cheesehead TV on the social channels with your Packers Daily Chat the morning after the Packers pull out another victory, this time against the Philadelphia Eagles, almost forgetting to win. They play 4 quarters, guys, but what would it be if not for some drama when the Packers are playing? Really a game that the Packers had control of throughout. Obviously, the one big concern there is the touchdown return on a punt. As Zach Cruz pointed out this morning on Twitter, there have been 4 punt returns for touchdowns in the NFL this year. Half of them have been allowed by the Green Bay Packers. It's not great, not good. It's the opposite of excellent, but always something to work on, no doubt about it, along with an extra point missed yet again. That's 2 weeks in a row. Sounds like Sean Menengo will have his work cut out for him this week. Hello and good morning to everybody in the comment section. Of course, milestones were reached yesterday. Aaron Rodgers at the forefront of everything. Seems every week we've got another fantastic milestone to celebrate. 400th touchdown thrown to Davante Adams. Adams obviously making a great moment of it. Unlike James Jones, who threw number 100 into the stands in Atlanta. Just a great time. Great time all around. You see 69 run all the way to the end zone with Jones on the long run. Dale, was hard to miss it. That's a big man moving. Got to love it. Brett, thanks for the super chat. Kiki looked like prime Daniels out there. I mean, I love it. Need it more consistently. I've been talking about his play now for a couple weeks. He has flashes. I thought the whole defensive front did a great job yesterday when it came to containing Wentz. Wentz killed them last year, getting outside the pocket, finding escape lanes, avoiding sacks. And everything he could do last year, he could not do this year. Just a great job in general from the defensive front and the defensive line in particular, not giving him space to step up. You saw a number of times where the pocket was constricted and his instinct was to step up, but Kiki and Clark and even Lowry at times were making it impossible for him to find escape routes. Corey, thanks for the super chat. Morning. Remember the time we thought we wouldn't be able to run the ball against Philly? In other news, Gary, Kiki, and Savage, come on a bit. Yes? Yeah, no doubt about it. I thought they did great work in the run game as far as design goes. The counter action, some of the power stuff really helped free up Jones on a number of those runs, especially, obviously, the 77-yarder. That's just a great cutback from Jones. It was interesting to hear Aaron Rodgers say they put that in the run game meeting with Stinovich midway through the week. Sorry, guys. I don't want this to fall apart on me. Joe, thanks for the super chat. Were fourth and goal called runs that 12 through to 17? I think he's got options on not every play, but a lot of plays. And I think there's no doubt that at least one of those had an option to throw in. Josh, thanks for the super chat. Happy Victory Monday. Maybe I'm reading into it, but it seems like Matt LaFleur has ample opportunity to defend/support Pettine and pressers and doesn't do it. Thanks for the daily content. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, he's done it before. I mean, I don't think he feels he needs to defend the guy. He's obviously his defensive coordinator. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. He did mention it this summer, saying, praising/defending, but talking about how much, how wise Pettine is when it comes to defense and how much he knows it and how Matt pretty much leaves him alone because that is his, side of the ball, so to speak. I mean, yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't think there's anything to it other than he's just letting Pettine do his job. Nathan, thanks for the super chat. Revisited. If the Packers are up 4 in the Super Bowl with 30 seconds left, we punt to Tyreek Hill. He gets by the coverage. Does JK make the tackle? Oh, not a chance, Nathan. Not a chance. Oh, Robert, that's an interesting question. Who's on your fantasy broadcast team? 1 play-by-play, 1 analyst, and 1 sideline. Are we talking all time or currently? Because all time, that's easy. It's Summerall Madden, and put whoever you want on the sideline. Interesting. Very interesting question. But currently, play-by-play, I'll still go Al Michaels. Analyst, I'll go Tony Romo. And sideline, you know what? I don't know. Sideline, I'd probably have to go with Erin Andrews. I think she does a great job. Run the table, anyone. You better believe it. Here we go, baby. Got to do it. J.K. Scott needs to be replaced next year. Nick, it's trending that way. No question about it. Andy, thanks for the super chat. I was reflecting after Rodgers' 400th touchdown. It was hard not to get emotional when thinking about all the great memories from the Rodgers era. I hear you, Andy. It's what makes being a Packers fan so special. The idea that, we've got this incredible talent in town, and people want to ring count, say they should have won more Super Bowls, etc. They still could. They could still win a couple titles with Rodgers under center. But to gloss over everything, Packers fans have witnessed and gone through with this quarterback and watched throughout the years, if you can't enjoy it and savor those moments, then, we're very different kinds of fans, which is fine. Everyone fans differently. What else we got here? Unreal throw from Rodgers to Adams from Packers' own end zone. Oh, what a fantastic play. What a great play. I don't know if you caught after the game. I asked Aaron about, if he lobbied for that. And he said he didn't lobby for it, but he definitely okayed it, because he says, Matt often says, do you like this one? Do you like that? And he was like, oh, yeah, I like it. Incredible throw. Just an insane catch. As Matt said after the game, one of the most spectacular catches he's ever seen. That play, that's what makes this team special right there. There are a lot of teams that could call that play. Very few could execute it at that level. Just insanity. What does Matt LaFleur have to do to get Coach of the Year recognition? I don't know, Jonathan. I saw Kay Adams this morning talking about, some Browns fan asked about the Browns coach. And then, of course, he had to throw in Tomlin and Peyton with no mention of LaFleur. Aaron Rodgers obviously kind of dings LaFleur in people's eyes. There's zero question about it. Even though, Tomlin has Roethlisberger. I don't know. He always does seem to get kind of honorable mention if he gets mentioned at all. And I think it's a real disservice to the job he's doing. Honduras checking in. What's up? Carrying the G since 1990. Moving forward, do you see any improvement on defense? Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. All right. We live and we die with this team. We live and we die on every single play. But if you step back and look at that game yesterday, the defense gave up like 10 points. I get it's frustrating. I get they convert third downs. And yes, it's frustrating in the moment. But you step back and they did a pretty good job. Now, you can point to some third down conversions, and you can obviously point to the 4th and 18 touchdown. That's maddening and pretty inexcusable. But overall, they held up pretty damn well. And look, that's who they need to be. They need to keep them out of the end zone, get a turnover, give Aaron Rodgers an extra possession, go to town. And then in the fourth quarter, pin their ears back. Yeah, that's the formula. They're never going to – this 2020 defense is never going to be dominating. That is not going to be them. They can win with this team. This defense, it's not as good as 2010, no doubt about it. But it's as opportunistic and talented as the Saints defense that won it the year before in 2009. That defense wasn't great. Wasn't nearly as good as the Packers defense in 2010. But they were opportunistic, turned the ball over, gave Drew Brees a ton more chances with it. That's what this defense needs to be. They continue down that road. They have a shot at the Super Bowl. Zero question. We need to improve on special teams. Correct. Packers D gave me 20 points in fantasy. I'm happy. There you go. Thanks to you and Corey. Allows me to follow the game no matter what country I'm in Colombia this month. Steve, we're here for you, buddy. We're here for Packers fans worldwide. It's why we do what we do. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning into the watch parties every week. It has really become a great little community. Love it. I know it gets emotional. We snap at each other sometimes. Hell, I snap at Corey sometimes. But at the end of the day, we're all Packers fans. We're all pulling for a big W every week. And I got to say, it is a lot of fun. I was a little trepidatious at the beginning of the year when Corey pitched the idea for doing it every week. But I'm loving it now. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, the sense of community there, the fact that we have people checking in from all over the world every single week, it's pretty phenomenal. I love it. Aaron Rodgers for Coach of the Year. Thoughts? I have no thoughts. What did you think of Kingsley Keke performance last night? Bach, I mentioned it a little while ago. Somebody asked about him. He's coming on. He's just got to be more consistent week in, week out. game in, game out. But yeah, I love it. You see the potential there. I thought he did a great job of making sure Wentz had no place to go. And the defensive line as a whole did a great job constricting the pocket and not allowing Wentz to escape. We always have you on the third screen next to the red zone. Thank you, Joey. Tell your folks I says hi. Uncultured Barbarians, Banky's Scooby-Doo analogy was spot on. Oh my God, the Slocum mask, that was amazing. Amazing. He said that before we went live on air, and I was crying laughing. Is Aaron Jones still underperforming? Oh, poor guy. Well, whoever that was, I'm so sorry. Yesterday, it's the fact that he super chatted it. I don't even remember what he asked, but he said the underperforming Aaron Jones. I just lost my mind. I was like, how? Like, give Aaron Jones the ball and he'll perform. And I think that kind of played out. But yes, I think that poor guy, I hammered that into the ground, but he took it well. Whoever you were, you absolutely took that the right way. So thank you. Jair is from another planet. Man, tell me about it. Planet shut down. And there are no shuttles leaving anytime soon. Best moment of the watch party. Yeah, I agree. Nags, your rant after that punt return TD was very Banky-esque. Go Pack, go. Dusty, I think Corey and I take turns. Like, the week when one of us is chill, the other one gets upset about something. And then that guy gets chill, and then the other guy gets upset about something. We try to balance it out. Super Edge 99, thanks for the super chat. Is this Sternberger's second concussion in 2 years? Hope he's okay. Believe so. And yeah, I'm with you, bud. I really hope he's okay. We'll see. Every brain is different. Every injury is different. Every head trauma, every concussion, every single one is different. So we'll see how he develops throughout the week. Hopefully he's good to go next week, but we know the Packers won't rush him back. Christopher, thanks for the super chat. Easy to want to get rid of Scott and Pettine, but now with a month to go, what technical adjustments can they make? Would you want to see them make? Christopher, he's got the one thing that Scott can do instantly, and I don't know if this is I gotta ask Menenga this week. Is he being told to kick into the middle of the field? Because it's killing them. Go for the coffin corner. You look at both of these touchdown returns, they have gone the length of the field because he has outkicked his coverage. And I know Pat McAfee went on this whole thing about, guys, people just like to say he outkicked his coverage, but he outkicked his coverage on both of those. This is not rocket science. He gives the returner a head of steam and the entire field to work with. Like, put it in the corner, dude. Is he being told to kick in the middle of the field? That's the number one thing I would change instantly. Kick it in the fucking corner. Stop trying to down it on the one in the middle of the field where they converge, because that is just killing them. That's the one thing I would change. Foxcrew 619. Hey, Nags, is it me or has Rashawn Gary looked pretty good recently? It is not just you, sir. He has looked pretty damn good. He's really come on these last 3 weeks. Heart went in my throat a little bit when he was injured there yesterday, but thankfully he came back. Roberto, thanks for the super chat. I'm just happy that Brian and Matt think ahead and plan well while other teams are struggling across the board. Shout out to Roberto for actually getting it. It's always nice to see Packers fans actually appreciate their team. Loving it. What else we got here? We got Patrick checking in from across the pond. Cut the BB gun. Now. We're not cutting anybody. What happened to our punt returner, Lloyd? Irvin had another injury yesterday. I think it was an ankle. So I suspect we'll see Tavon Austin this week. Uncultured, thanks for the super chat. Of course, they don't give LaFleur credit on Good Morning Football. That crew was shoveling dirt on the Packers 3 seasons ago, and it's not easy to eat crow. Yeah, I mean, they fluctuate. I know Schrager likes the Packers. Who was it? Kyle Brandt had a thing when they lost to the Buccaneers, was saying how they blew it in the draft because they lost to the Bucs. Like, come on, how tired is that? But they're in the business of daily content. So if the Packers are doing well, you'll get a little love, but more often than not, the Packers are kind of the forgotten team, which is fine. I like flying under the radar. Oh, Joe, going there this morning. Everton versus Chelsea. Thoughts? Go Blues. That's all I have to say. Come on, you Blues. Oh, there he is. Pee Wee Pierre. Thanks for making me a meme around Green Bay for underperforming AJ. Is it me or has the run D improved since Indiana? Pee Wee Pierre, it was you. Thank you. I was talking about you earlier. You took that very well yesterday. I'm sorry. I get emotional, man. I can't help it, especially about my boys. So thank you for taking that in stride. As for the run D, no, it's not just you. I mentioned this, was it last night, I think, on I think it was at the end of the watch party, or it may have been in the post-game show, but you know, I keep getting questions about is the run D going to improve? Blah blah blah. And it has been. Like, there was no one on the Eagles that really took over that game on the ground. They held both of their backs in check for the most part. Indianapolis, certainly they got a drive or two on them in the second half, but for the most part, the run D is improving. Now, is it good? Is it great? No. But is it improving? Yes. Can they win with it? Yes. 1,000%. And I'm anxious to see what Anthony Rush gives them. He wasn't active yesterday, the guy that they picked up off waivers from the Bears, but that's a big body dude who I got to think can help them, especially on early downs. This team looks galvanized, a galvanizing moment. Kamal Martin blowing up that run. It would be nice to see more of him. Totally agree. He is a rookie, and he has been battling injuries, but yes, I would 1,000% like to see more of him. There's a lot of criticism of MVS and the drops, and he needs to clean it up, but his blocking needs to be appreciated. I agree, Kevin. Although I will say, Coach talked about it after the game last night. I think there is a certain subsection of fans who will always talk about the drops and bitch about the fact that they didn't draft a wide receiver and point to MVS as, oh, you see, we should have drafted a wide receiver. And then there's another subsection of fans who will always appreciate MVS, know that he's just a bit of an inconsistent player. And when he gives you the spectacular, you cheer for him. And when he drops one, you hope he turns it around in that game. But you always appreciate the hustle, the effort, the heart, what you saw on that 77-yard run that Matt mentioned after the game. That's the epitome of team. The guy who, even when he has a bad game, even when he has a bad drop or a fumble to lose a game, all of his teammates rally around him. That's team. That's what I love. And some fans aren't like that, and I get it. They can go be miserable wherever they want to be. Myself, I'm pulling for the guy. I'm rooting for him 100%. Adam, thanks for the super chat. Have you ever met Bart Starr? Well, not recently. In passing only. And I never really got to have a true kind of one-on-one sit down with him, which would have been amazing. I like MVS. I just think he is a 3 or 4 wide receiver. Well, good that he's a 3 wide receiver then, since they have Adams, Lazard, and MVS. So everyone wants to cut the weapon now? Okay, good to know. I don't think everyone, but there are a number of vocal fans who, yes, would like to cut J.K. Scott. Let's see a Nags disco TD dance. Oh, Matthew, maybe on a watch party sometime. Why do announcers randomly admonish Amos? When he was not actively impacting the game, he's at least consistent and solid. Kenny, every once in a while you're going to get beat at the safety spot, and when that happens, you will get highlighted. But for the most part, I think Adrian's had a really strong season. I think he's been consistent week in and week out. At times, he's been the only guy to come and play on defense. That Vikings game at Lambeau comes to mind when guys are missing tackles and out of gaps and just look lethargic. Amos shows up. I don't think he's ever going to be a spectacular player. I don't think anyone's going to confuse him with, prime Ed Reed or anything. But he has played really solid football pretty much all year long. Adam, thanks for the super chat. Best offensive lineman we have ever had. Ooh. Ever had? Larry McCarron. No, I'm kidding. It's got to be somebody on Lombardi's team, or maybe I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Bakhtiari's making a name for himself, though. William, thanks for the super chat. What do you look for when you watch the All-22? For the very first thing I always watch when the coach's tape comes out is coverage rotation for the defense. Because it's the kind of thing you just never see it on the broadcast copy. Rarely. So, what are they doing pre-snap? How are they rotating after the snap? And the safety play. That's always a number one. After that, I'll go through the broadcast a couple times, and if there's a play where I have a question, like, what's going on here? What was that blocking? Blah, blah, blah. I'll make a note of it, and then I'll go watch the coaches tape for that play. I rarely sit down and watch an entire game on the coaches tape, though. What else we got here? Uncultured, thanks for the super chat. Brandy has been asking about themed watch parties in the chat, like disco or 90s. Thoughts? Oh, God. That sounds like an off-season thing, but who knows? Maybe we'll do a week 17 disco theme. I don't know. Robin, hello from across the pond. Lions scored 34 last night. Will the coaching change be anything that could concern us? Not any more than any game every week. It's a week-to-week league. And look, the Packers have to play whoever takes the field. The coach certainly has, the coaching change will certainly have some kind of effect on that team. Who knows how long it lasts and or if it is the same by the time they play the Packers. But, I don't think it concerns them. Look, all you got to do is watch that game yesterday to know that the one team that can consistently beat the Packers is the Packers. If the Packers don't make mistakes, don't shoot themselves in the foot, they win every game. This is not a team that is going to be stopped by anyone other than themselves. That's how I see it. All right, everybody. Can't thank you guys enough. Talking Packers, chatting up. Can't thank you guys enough. Hanging out each and every day. Please hit like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Go Packers.